Browns in the...
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Levis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. Going up top. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lewis between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Levis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Come on, set. Set.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Levis, quick completion out wide. Touchdown, Browns! From 10 yards out. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Okay, ready?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Levis to throw it. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis. And that is incomplete. But a pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know the division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year.
And got his man complete. And it is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
They'll look to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Levis looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game. I would say it'd probably be a good idea receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Levis from the gun. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And Levis going back to the air. Being chased under pressure now is going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Beverly, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Ready?
2nd and 11. Sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready? Go. 10. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to power through. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going underneath for Lewis. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Levis. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw once more. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So we've reached.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Up the middle they go. Beverly. They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready?
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to run.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Levis back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Levis now on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Smart move before that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by his defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So,
and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This taken in right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Levis completes this out wide. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Levis now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, bootleg here. Levis. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Browns on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a conversion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great hit.
And the ball's loose. Levis has it knocked free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How they run that effectively.
The way with the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Cut.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Ready.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. A solid stiff arm. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Ready up. 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ultra. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bengals! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. He oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the Browns down by 8. 1:51 on the clock. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Levis to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. Levis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.